Today I'm going to be taking you on System Unit 1. But before we go into the main content of this video, please try to pause this part and read through the preliminary information. It will be very helpful. So in this video we're going to be treating three things. Number one, the meaning of system unit. Number two, kinds of system unit. And number three, components of system unit. Meaning of system unit. System unit, also known as STOA, is a component of the computer system or set that houses the motherboard, the computer memories, and interface cards. It is simply a box that contains what the computer's major components. These components work together basically to process data. These components work together basically to process data. They are called the main device of the computer. So here in this picture you see two small pictures inside. Now the first picture you see an empty box with other smaller devices that have been put into the box. Okay, when they have been put into the box, they are all connected to the motherboard, and then the box is now being closed, the case is now being closed, and then it becomes a system unit. On the other side, you see the system unit has been completely built together, has been already built up. You see one side is the front of it, the other side is the back of it. The front, you see the buttons, you can see where you can press to get out your CD-ROM, CD drive, where you can put your CD-ROM, and then it can go in, and then your computer reads it. You can also see the power button, the USB extra USB ports. Then at the back you see the major ports. Okay, you see the VGA port, you see the NIC port, the network interface port. Kinds of system unit. Due to the evolution of computer devices over the decades, we have the following kinds of system units presently: desktop system unit, media center system unit, notebook system units, netbook system units, tablet PC system units. Among all these, the biggest is the media center system unit. It's very big. And then also following is the desktop system unit, which is the one we are talking about in this video. Components of a system unit. We have the motherboard, we have the memories, the memory cards, we have the hard disks. Among the memories we have the ROM, read-only memory. We also have the RAM. Here we can see a picture of a typical motherboard. If you look at the motherboard, you see a lot of electronic components that help to pick in electronic signals as data, and also to pass them through the processor, which is the CPU on top of the motherboard. And when the CPU is done processing the electronic signals, it also sends back those electronic signals through ports, through their expansion cards, down to the output devices that would receive them. Here we have the RAM card. You can see it here. Down there you see chips. Okay, those chips helps to communicate with the computer, with the board, with the processor. So the processor tends to work with the RAM all the time, and then RAM tends to pick information from the hard drive and then processes them at the instant. Okay, so it handles information. Every information you see on your screen is being held by the RAM. Okay, the RAM is actually working on those things, using it at that particular time. So when there's no light, when the power is out, you see all the information on the RAM gets off. It is called temporary storage. Here we have the ROM. The ROM is called the read-only memory. You don't change it. Okay, it comes with your board, and it loads the OS. Okay, and other drivers. There are some certain aspects of your computer that are just kept in the ROM. They are actually programmed by the engineers who made your computer, so you cannot edit anything there. That's why it's called read-only memory. Okay, so as soon as your computer ons the BIOS, BIOS, meaning basic input and output software, works works to check, okay, is my mouse connected, is the keyboard connected. It checks the basic input, which is what the keyboard, and thereafter it gives it calls on the ROM so that the ROM can load your operating system. Here you see the hard disk. The hard disk, or sometimes we call the hard drive, okay, because it's a disk that sometimes can have commands, okay, from it. So you can see here on the left hand side, you see this particular on the left hand side, you see this hard drive that is being used on desktops. Then you see the other one there with a SATA cable. That particular one is used in laptops. And then the last one by the right is an external hard drive. Okay, it's an external hard drive. You can just buy it and use with your computer. It's not always installed in the system unit. Now, other components of the system unit are expansion cards. Expansion cards. Example of expansion cards that we have in the system unit are video card, sound card, network interface card, and the modem card. Here we can see a video card. The video card's job is to handle anything visual on your computer. Anything you see on your computer, you're seeing on your screen, is being handled by the video card. It is responsible for the high resolution, the speed at which your computer reads anything that is visual. Like maybe you're watching a film and the film is cracking, check very well, is your video card. Or you're playing a game, let's say you're playing PES 2020 whatever, okay, and it is cracking. Okocha wants to play the ball, his leg is hanging, okay, it's because of what your graphics card is getting poor. So the video card is also called graphics card. The next is the audio card. The audio card works to help your computer process every audio information so that it can be sent to a speaker. I get me. It takes in and sends out. Okay, you connect the microphone to it. You also connect the speaker to it. So its basic job is to take in audio data, send it to the motherboard, to the memory, and to the processor so that they can work on it. And when they are done working on the audio data, they send it back to the audio card. Then the audio card processes it and then send it out through the speaker. The next is the NIC. NIC stands for Network Interface Cards. This is the particular card that takes in the LAN cable. When we say LAN, we're talking about local area network cable. It takes in this cable, it takes in the signals from this cable. Now, when you have 2 or 3 or 4 computers connected with a wired network infrastructure, these wired network infrastructures connect via these NIC cards to the computer. So it is this NIC card that processes the IP. The IP, when we say IP, we talk about Internet or Protocol. Is also what processes the subnet mask code. That will be a topic for another day. So here I have an assignment for you. But before I talk on the assignment, please, if you do have any question, do all to ask. Through the prescribed channel. So you can pause this video and go through the assignments, okay, do them, and then also submit through the prescribed channel. And okay, so that is that. Thanks.